What's up, guys? It's my girl Cat Corelli, and this is episode 323 of my Cat Vibe series. Today we're going back to the bigger NIS series of paintings, and again, that's that standard format of standard canvas format for that series of paintings specifically. I kind of like it because it's not too large and not too small. It gives me enough room to experiment, and most importantly, it gives me enough room to start with larger paintbrushes, and I kind of like to go for that early on. But before we move any further, I want to urge you to subscribe to my channel and to hit that bell notification so that you get notified when I drop a new video, and I'm dropping videos every third day. I have fresh paint through videos, or occasionally every fifth or every 10th video is a music related video. And every day I usually post something in my community tab. So hit that bell notification and subscribe. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you like my content. Thank you very much. Now, on to the video. So once again, just basically as usual, as per usual, see, I told you that I like to start with a larger brush, and my go-to brush for larger canvases is a cheap brush. A bristle brush, a cheap one, because it allows to cover a lot of ground very quickly. It allows me to set the stage for what's going to come next, and then once the stage is set, and usually it is the sky and some key elements, color mass in the bottom of the painting, that allows me to kind of zoom in and start working on the overall composition, and then to hone in the overall lighting, where things go, etc., etc., etc. In this particular case, I started kind of a little bit with the sky and a little bit with the composition, the mountains in the back, and the city, and also the old port. This is the old port in the city of Nice, France. Nice is a beautiful, wonderful city, and it has this old port there with a whole lot of boats. Gosh, I want to go there. I miss this town. So we're painting with still a large brush. This is still a large brush. I like the big bright brush because it allows me to lay down broader strokes in one motion, and also it allows me to, by changing the angle of the brush, to make little markings and almost straight lines. It just gives me that sense of freedom that I so like about oil painting, specifically. I like it. And this is kind of the best format for such a brush, because it is large enough, and it's not too small, but it's not too big also. So it's about 19 by 26, probably. 19 by 20, it's 19 inches wide, and about 25 and a half or 26 inches tall, this painting. I love this format. And so roughly in this range, I have another 4 canvases just sitting there drying, waiting for the continuation of this series, of the bigger NIS series. It already has a few paintings, but I'll paint more. And then also I want to say that I have a friend here on Instagram whose name is Payman. He is from Iran. He currently studies in Portugal, as far as I remember. And he studies in this city of Aveiro. Aveiro? I don't know how to pronounce that, Portugal. So he has some gorgeous pictures there, and I was looking at his stories. I asked him if I can use some of those pictures, and it looks that probably I might launch another series at some point later in winter dedicated to Portugal. Just because, why not? I already know that I will be returning to Nice very often, because I just love that region, the Mediterranean region. I most definitely will paint a series of paintings dedicated to the island of Samos in Greece. My friend and subscriber here, Leonidas, provided me with some pictures for the series, for some reference pictures. So there's a lot to paint. And I think I will also expand into Portugal. Here is the finished painting. Here we go. I love this kind of freedom. I love to paint with this kind of intent, with this kind of expression, without going too much into the little nitty-gritty details. It's very impressionistic, but that's what I like about this, the size of the canvas and just the kind of the creative freedom that it allows me to go for. So with that being said, thank you very much for being on my channel. This painting, just like the vast majority of my painting, is going to show up on Etsy at some point later this fall, I believe. And it will be available, will be made available. Currently, it is still drying. It's almost ready to go. Thank you for being with me, and until next time, ciao.